Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Spring is almost here. Almost here. Oh, how are you all doing? Are you guys all ready for the spring forward tomorrow? Technically tonight. I think it's technically tonight. I am Yuliya, if you haven't practiced with me yet. I just wanted to say I really miss the yoga beer community. I really miss just teaching in wineries and breweries. Oops. And I am just grateful to have this technology to be able to gather with all of you. So thank you all for being here. Let's get started. Hopefully you have your delicious coffee or other beverage of choice. I made some coffee this morning and only had half a cup. It was so strong. And it's not good to have so much coffee on an empty stomach. All right, everyone. Okay. We're going to get you sweating this morning, just a little bit, I think. All right, so let's all find a comfortable seat. Crossing the legs, lengthening up to the spine, and let the eyes gently close. Giving yourself this time to ground down and simply be present and aware in this moment right now. So all together, taking a deep breath, inhaling through the nose, and a big release out through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose, and big sigh out through the mouth. And let's do that one more time. Inhaling, filling up the lungs, filling up the belly. A big exhale. And allowing yourself to return to that regular, steady breathing that's just comfortable for you. Or maybe you can give yourself a few additional deep breaths if you need. But can you just find awareness in this now moment, just feeling the ground supporting you, feeling the temperature in your room, whether you're indoors or outside, maybe hearing any sounds that are present, but you are still able to maintain this peace within, this intentional focus, and this presence. So just being present with the inhalation and the exhalation. Softening through the head, the face, relaxing the jaw. And relaxing through the neck, the shoulders, allowing every exhale to soften you. Softening through the arms and hands. Relaxing the chest, the belly. And softening through the back, feeling like a relaxation down the spine, into the lower back. Relaxing through the hips, the left side and right side, and letting the thighs release, letting the knees feel heavy, and onto the lower legs, into the ankles and the feet. Bringing this intentional grounding as you breathe, as you focus, almost like breathing through the heart center, inhaling and exhaling. And let's take a deep breath, inhaling once more. Big exhale, release. Gently blinking the eyes open. Let's inhale, arms come up, stretch, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands come down. Let's bring the hands back onto the knees, and we're gonna rotate the nose all the way over your right shoulder. So I'm mirroring you. Keep that length through the spine and through the neck. And then gently we're gonna tilt the head forward, so your left ear is dropping down, and just come down as far as it takes for you to feel that stretch. Feel it in the neck. Relax through the thighs. Keep dipping the head forward and just feeling how heavy the head is. And gently bringing the head back. And now with the gaze, bring the gaze up and then down. Just a few little isolated neck stretches here. And as you bring the gaze down, let's swivel on to the other side. Chin over the left shoulder, lengthening through the crown, and let's dip that head forward. Just noticing that stretch. And again, softening through the thighs. Sometimes we flex different parts of our body when we're supposed to be relaxed. Okay, gently bring the head back. Now gaze comes up and down. So feel that little lengthening through the neck and the muscles. And head comes back to midpoint and back to center. Go ahead, drop the chin down to the chest, feeling the length here creating in the back of the neck. Head comes back and maybe you let it drop a bit. And now again, slowly chin to chest. Inhale, head comes back. Chin to chest. And head comes back. And back to center. Let's take the left hand out. It's just resting on the palm. Right arm reaches up. Slow inhale. Exhale, stretch. Feel that side body opening up. Now we're going to take the palm and roll it kind of towards the front, away from you. And bring the arm back behind you, nice and slow. Drop it down and away from you, still keeping that little side stretch. And so you're just waking up this shoulder right here, nice and slow, noticing as the arm rotates all the muscles that need to lengthen to make this action occur. So your pectoral muscles, that shoulder muscle. Let's do one more circle. And then let the hands settle down. Grab or uncross the feet. And let's do the other side, leaning into the palm. Inhale, left arm up. And then exhale, feel the stretch. Fingertips lengthening away. And then palm rotates away from you. Then press that arm back behind you. Feel the stretch. Just bringing this rotation into the shoulder here. And one final one. Hands come down, back onto the knees. Now for seated cat-cow, inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Let's do two more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. And back to seated. Let's set up for boat pose. This flow is meant to energize you and wake you up. So we're going to do a bit of core work today, just a little bit. Okay, so knees are bent, hands are going to come right behind the knees, lengthen up to the spine, and then begin to tilt back, long neck, feet come off the ground, and then shins are going to be nice and parallel, squeezing the belly, reaching the shoulders back, chest lifts forward. Maybe you stay here. Maybe hands float out to the sides. Keep breathing. Maybe hands are behind the legs and legs are straight. So give yourself what feels good and attainable and maybe slightly challenging this morning. One final breath in here. And then exhale. We're going to keep the knees and shins right where they're at. Hands are going to come behind the head. We're going to take the right leg, drop it down, and then back up. Left leg down, extends. Try not to touch the ground. Two more. Last time on each side. Yay. All right, let's come all the way down onto our belly, onto our core. So hips coming down. We're going to find crocodile pose. So all the way down. Arms can be folded, and you can have your head resting on the arms, or if this feels uncomfortable, maybe arms come out to the sides. Just to find a moment of relaxation in here. Can you find the breath as you soften through the shoulders, the hips, relaxing through the wrists, the ankles? And deep breath right here. And exhale. We're going to take the hands and bring them out to the side. So we're going to find little cobra pose. So wrists are stacked right below the elbows. And then as you inhale, bring the head up, shrugging the shoulders back, activating that lower back. One more breath right here. And then slowly exhale, coming down to the forehead. Release the arms long so that those fingertips are reaching towards the feet. Palms are down, thumbs are facing away from you. Inhale, head rises. Hands float up like you're flying. So you're really opening up that chest. Activating the lower back, shoulders roll back and down the rib cage. And one more breath right here. And exhale, coming down. Inhale, we rise. Hands come up. Maybe the feet float up. It's up to you. You don't have to have your feet up. Just having the shoulders up, arms up is already doing enough. And one more breath in here. And exhale, lower everything down. So let's shift the arms forward. We're going to bring them in front of us. Nice and long here. Rising up, arms lift up, legs lift up. Option to stay here and keep flexing and stretching those fingertips long, toes back behind you. Or we're going to kick like a swimming Barbie. Pretend you're swimming away from a shark. Swim really fast. You flexing the glutes, the lower back. One last crazy swimming motion here. And drop everything down. Arms can fold, head rests down on the arms, back to crocodile pose. And when you're ready, palms come down, lift yourself up into tabletop, hands and knees. Knees are hip distance width, shoulders stack over the wrists, fingertips nice and spread out. Drop the belly, inhale, open the heart. And exhale, round the spine, cat pose. Inhale. This should feel really nice after all the back exercises we just did. So as you find that dome shape, press the belly up towards the spine. Inhale, cow. And exhale, round, tucking the tailbone in, chin to chest, pushing the mat away. And back to neutral table. We're going to ground down into the palms, and then right leg's going to reach out. So as you lengthen, inhale right here, and then exhale, knee bends and bring it to the right elbow. Just make the attempt. It doesn't have to connect. Inhale long and exhale. Two more. Last one. And then float that leg back out. Ground into the right palm. Left arm reaches up. Big breath right here as we lengthen. And then exhale, elbow, knee, attempt. It doesn't have to touch. Just bring it in. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the belly. Two more. Last one. Squeeze and bring then everything down. Other side, left leg floats out. Activating the core to just help you balance and hold this pose right here. Big breath as we lengthen. And then exhale, knee to left elbow. Two more times. Float the leg back out. Right leg reach, or right arm reaches long. Big breath right here. And exhale, elbow to knee. Squeeze the belly. Two more. Last one. Hands plant down, curl the toes, press into the palms, lift those knees up, shift the hips back, straightening through the arms, and then eventually straightening out one leg at a time. So bending one knee and then the other, returning back to the breath, grounding through the fingertips, especially the index finger and thumb. Always remembering that you can take a child's pose or shavasana at any point in practice. This is for you. Just always give yourself what you need. Leave what you don't need. One deep breath in here. And then as you exhale, let's take the right foot, bring it to the top of the mat, setting up for low lunge. So stack that right knee over the ankle, back knee drops down. Option to keep the toes curled or untuck them. Right hand onto the thigh, pressing yourself up, lifting yourself up into Anjaneyasana, arms reaching up, shoulders stacked over the hips. Grounding the big toe down into the earth. One more breath, inhale. And then exhale, right hand comes down to the thigh. And then that left arm, the palm is gonna face away from you. Bring it back behind you, feel that stretch down and onto the circles we go. So if you're finding that balance is a little wonky or maybe difficult today, keep rooting down with the front foot, activating both thighs, kind of like squeezing the thighs together. And this last time when the hand comes up, right arm catches that left wrist, lengthen through that left shoulder, and bring yourself over to the right side. So you're feeling this length on the left side body. Keep rooting down with the feet. And when you're ready, back to center. Hands together at heart center. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And your exhale, we twist to the right. So your left elbow is on the outside of that right thigh. You're either here twisting or that back leg extends, or arms come open like you're getting ready to receive a hug, because those are nice, right? Wherever you're at, big breath. Exhale, left knee comes down if it was up. And now we're gonna shift into splits prep. If you don't have your block, shift back down and then have that left hip stacked over the left knee, and then toes are gonna flex up and you're lengthening right here. If you have a block, I invite you to long ways, bring it back behind so you sit down on it. Oh, such a good relief. So you're right here, block behind you. Of course, I'm blocking it. I'm blocking my block. Lengthening with that right leg. So we're gonna get nice and tall in our spine. Arms are gonna come down, and keeping that length in the spine as opposed to rounding. Continue to walk the fingertips forward as much as it feels comfortable. And then just breathing into the calves, into the hamstring. Feeling that lower back lengthening. Let's take a final breath in here. And as you exhale, lifting back up, right leg tucks behind you and up into down dog we go. Pedaling the feet out, bending one knee and the other. Maybe do a little tail wiggle side to side. On your next inhale, left leg to the top, setting up for low lunge. Left knee stacks over ankle. Back knee drops down. Toes can stay tucked or untucked. Left hand to your thigh, reaching up, lifting. Arms come up as you reach towards the sky. Left foot grounds down, squeezing both thighs together. And maybe even like the slightest sensation of that right hip coming forward and the left hip just tinily squeezing back, coming back. One more breath. Exhale, left arm down onto the thigh. Right arm reaches up. Let that palm face away from you. Bring it all the way back. Stretch through the arm and the shoulders. Drop it down. Nice and easy, nice and slow. We go. One last circle here, and then let that arm come up. Left hand grabs that right wrist. Lengthen through the right arm and dip over to your left side. Breathing oxygen into this right side, opening up through the right side body. Exhaling back to center, palms together at heart center. Big breath, inhale. And then exhale, hook that elbow on the outside of the left thigh. So back knee can come up. Hands either together or open. Big hug. The biggest. Hands together if they were open. Back knee comes down. Hands find the ground. Shift back for either the traditional splits prep. Left toes come up and we flex and you're right here. Or if you have your block, find your block and find a seat. So lengthening through the spine, shifting forward, fingertips resting on the mat. Just finding a moment here to return back to the breath, back to the body, feeling the sensations of the stretch. And as you exhale, coming back up, left leg behind you, either finding child's pose, down dog, or chaturanga vinyasa, 2 down dog. Full breaths wherever you're at. One final breath in here. Exhale, release. Left leg stays, right leg lifts up, 3-legged dog. Any amount off the ground. Go ahead, sink that heel towards the glute. Let that knee reach to the right side, and maybe you rotate and open that right hip so the right hip stacks over the left. Little stretch here. Keep grounding into the palms and fingertips. And then bring everything back and bring that right foot to the top of the mat, setting up for lunge. So you want to stack your knee over the ankle, ground through the toes and feet, reaching up, shoulders stacking over the hips. If this pose feels uncomfortable to that back knee, bring the left foot either away from you or closer to you, or go ahead, even drop the heel down, point the toes out for warrior one, whatever you want to take in this pose here. When you're ready, hands drop down behind you, clasping with the fingertips, opening the shoulders, opening the chest, drawing the shoulders back. Inhale. And we're going to slowly exhale and come forward. Inhale, rise. And exhale back down. Inhale, rise. And last time we come all the way down. Back up. Arms released, back to the top. If you have yourself in a lunge, go ahead, drop that back heel down, toes pivot open, and we find warrior two. Really lengthening through the spine, tucking the tailbone in, belly draws in. Let's bring the arms up above the head, clasp the fingers, and we're going to inhale and dive to the side. Exhale, back up. Inhale. One final one. Arms out to warrior two. Extend that front knee. Left arm drops down, right arm reaches up. Lengthening through the shoulder, the right side body. Bending the front knee, cartwheel the arms to the top of the mat, and then coming back to downward facing dog. Returning back to the breath, feeling all this energy you're creating in your body. Right foot stays, left leg up, three-legged dog. Heel sinks towards the glutes. Go ahead, open that left knee, left hip stacks over the right hip. And when you're ready, that leg extends and bringing it to the top of the mat. So setting up for crescent lunge, grounding through the toes, reaching up, shoulders stack over the hips, gaze is straight ahead. Taking that option if you need to, and just coming into warrior one if that back knee is not feeling good. When you're ready, dropping the arms behind you and find the opposite thumb on top than the last side. Big breath right here. And exhale, we dive down. Last set here. And back up we go. Unclasp the hands, reaching up. Back heel drops down, toes pivot out for warrior two. Gaze is straight ahead over that left middle finger, lengthening through the spine. Arms reach up, clasping the fingers. Inhale, drop down. And exhale, back up. One last time. Arms out in warrior two. Front knee extends. Right hand drops down. Left arm reaches up. Gaze follows the fingertips, stretching through that left side. I am clearly out of breath here. I'm not going to lie. Front knee bends. Cartwheel the hands to the top of the mat. Left foot steps back in downward facing dog or child's pose, or a sip of water, or both. We're here for a few breaths. And slowly exhaling wherever you're at. Coming into down dog if you are not there already. Let's walk the hands back towards our feet. Let the feet get like wide, so like the width of your mat. Bending both knees, hinging from the hips. Either letting the hands just kind of relax on the mat, or you grab the forearms or the sides of the elbows either staying still or swaying side to side, bobbing up and down maybe. And relaxing through the face, the jaw, letting the head feel heavy, softening through the spine. And when you're ready, go ahead and release the arms. Back to downward facing dog we go. When you're ready, bending the knees, look to the top. Step, hop, walk to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands slide up the shins, long spine. Exhale, knees bend, we fold. Slowly, as you ground through the feet, coming up one vertebrae at a time to standing. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on the ground, on the shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. When you're ready, hands to the ground, step back and down dog. Big breath right here. Exhale, bend the knees, look up, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, slow rise to standing. Arms reach up. And exhale, we fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knees bend, hands to the ground, step the feet back, downward facing dog, pedal the feet out. Inhaling length through the spine and arms. Exhaling, softening the chest and pressing it towards the thighs. Big breath right here. Exhale, knees bend, hop, step, skip to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Rising all the way to mountain pose. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, opening up, cactus arms. Chest opens, shoulders draw together. Belly comes in towards the spine. Grounding through the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, knees bend, hands down to the mat, step the feet back. So those were 3 sun salutes, sun salutations. I find that's like one of the quickest ways to lengthen and stretch the body, kind of get that blood pumping all over the body and wake you up and energize you. Big breath in here. Let's exhale, bend the knees, look up and step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And coming up all the way to standing. Yes, you guys made it. Good job. Okay, so let's do our peak pose. So it's going to be somewhat of a balancing and a little bit of a cardio exercise, just a little bit, okay? So shifting your weight, your hips over that left foot, hands on your hips, right knee comes up, and then maybe a little bend in that left knee, just kind of feels a little better and it's almost like a little hydraulic. Okay. So what we're going to do now is arms reach up, since we have amazing balance all of a sudden. Arms reach up and then tilt the upper body forward and that right leg comes back and whoa, what do you know? It straightens out. So get that right leg long, arms reach forward, breathe right here, inhale. And then your exhale, we're going to squeeze the core and bring the elbows to the knee. That was a demo. So inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Awesome. Right leg comes down, shake out that left leg. Whew, that was nice. Other side. So shifting all of your weight over that right foot, hands onto the hips, left knee up, little bend in that right knee. If that feels good, it feels good for me. So arms reach up nice and long. Let the toes root down. So the toes of the right foot root down, grounding down. Begin your little hinge. Sounds are encouraged, little hinge noises. So left leg stretches long. Big breath right here. And then exhale. Elbow to knees. Gazes down, focusing on one spot that helps to keep that balance. You got two more. Last one. Nice job. Right leg gets a little break. All right, everyone, back to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, knees bend, hands to the ground. Step the feet back in down dog. Big breath in here. Exhale. Right leg lifts up any amount. And then we bend that right knee, look up, and then set up pigeon pose. So that right knee behind the right wrist. And try to square through the hips. Also bringing that foot towards the body as much as it feels comfortable is encouraged. Lengthening through the spine. Big breath right here. And then exhaling, walking the hands out in front of you and either resting on forearms and your amazing block. You can rest the forehead on the block. It feels amazing. Or you don't even have to have a block. Maybe you want to lengthen the arms straight out and bring the forehead all the way down. So returning to the breath, focusing on the inhalation and softening as you exhale, relaxing those muscles at the base of the skull, behind the neck, softening through the shoulders and the hips, the thighs. If this feels really good and comfortable and you want to stay here, then stay here for just another minute longer. If you would like to rise up and try for a mermaid, then rise up. So you're going to catch that left leg, left ankle, and essentially bring the toes into the inside of that left elbow. So you got it here. And again, this is not for everyone. This is only if you want to try this. Right arm reaches up, lengthening through that right pectoral muscle. Right elbow bends. Maybe the hands are like, ooh, there's connection. Maybe you clasp. So wherever you're at in this journey, Just find grace with the body, find compassion, find gratitude. Keep breathing. Remembering that things in yoga don't just happen spontaneously. You have to show up, you have to practice, you have to put the time in, just like with life, with everything in life. If you're still here, let's take a final breath. Exhale, release. Slowly let that left leg come down. If you're in regular pigeon, come on back up gently. Hands root down. Left toes curl. Press into the hands, lift the hips back. Right leg slides back, and we pedal it out. And down dog. So breathing length through the spine. Shifting those hips back. And when you're ready, let's do the other side. Left leg up. And then bringing it down to pigeon. Finding the position that feels good for you. You could stay in this upward position the whole time, or you can come on down to the forearms or all the way down to the chest with arms reaching long. And if you want to stay a little longer in this pigeon pose and just continue to soften and relax, or if you want to slowly rise up and try mermaid on this other side, then lengthen up, slowly bending that right knee, bringing the ankle, toes in towards the inside of the elbow. So you might also notice that one side is more open and then the other side's a little tighter. Left arm up, hands behind the head, maybe fingers clasped. And if they're not clasping, but you're already here, just keep reaching the fingertips towards each other and then try to bring that left elbow up. Maybe use a strap. Keep lengthening through the spine, reaching the neck and crown up, and then just slowly rotating the chest forward. There's a lot happening here. So one more breath. And as you exhale, slowly release the hands. Let that right leg come down. If you were all the way down in pigeon, slowly come on up. Press into the hands, curling the back toes, lifting the hips up. Left leg slides behind, and we pedal it out in downward facing dog. This is our last down dog. If you would like to give yourself a chaturanga to vinyasa, do that. If not, just hang in down dog for a couple more breaths. One big breath right here. Exhale, squeeze the belly towards the spine. And when you're ready, bend the knees, walk the feet forward and come on down to your bottom for some seated poses. So legs are going to straighten out. And then if you can, flex the toes up, so dorsiflex up, and drive those calves and hamstrings down into the earth. Arms are going to reach up. Inhale. Now as you exhale, tilting forward like a V and a cute angle, drop the arms down and keep the length in the spine, that chest coming forward. And you'll notice after a few breaths, this becomes a little softer, so you're able to just walk the fingers forward, still maintaining the straight spine versus the rounding spine. And taking a breath right here. Exhale, come on back, fingertips walk back. We're going to bend the right knee. And then go ahead and bring that right leg right over the left thigh, kind of so that heel is on the left side of the hip, okay? Again, same thing, arms reach up, inhale. As you exhale, coming forward, so kind of making that little V, arms drop down, and breathe. Flexing the left toes if you can, because it's an amazing stretch in those calves. Now let's take a final breath in here. And exhale, coming back to seated. So this right leg is just gonna slide on up against the left leg, coming in for a twist. So left arm's gonna hug the knee, shifting to your right, right hand down on fingertips. So avoid leaning into the hand and the arm. Just let the arm be out here for support as you lengthen and breathe through the spine. And exhale, rotate that gaze back behind you. And again, still flexing the left toes. You're driving the calf down, grounding into the mat. And one final breath. And exhale, untwist. Right leg extends, left knee bends, and then we're going to place that leg over the right thigh. Again, one side might be more loose, the other one might be more tight. Okay, reaching the arms up, inhale. And then exhale, let yourself come forward, dropping the arms down. And still lengthening through the spine. Right toes flex. Just breathing into the stretch here. One more breath, inhale. And exhale, sitting back. Left foot slides down right by the right side, right thigh here. Hand hugs the knee and then opening up and twisting to your left side here. So lengthening through the spine and the neck and the crown. Exhale, rotate that gaze back behind the shoulder. Final breath in here. And exhale, rotating back. So find a gentle bend in both knees right here. We're going to come into reverse table. The arms come back behind you, and you're going to stack your shoulders over the wrists. I invite you to try pointing the fingertips towards the body. If you have previous shoulder injuries or just experiencing pain in the shoulders, maybe you rotate the fingertips out or back away. So whatever feels most comfortable in the body, and you can always change it up. Let the feet be about hip distance wide. As you press into the palms, press through the feet, lift the hips up. You want to have your knees stacked over the ankles, Keep pressing the fingertips down into the mat. Hips up, reaching up, breathing. One more breath. And exhale slowly, lower down. Option to try this one more time, pressing into the feet and hands, opening the chest, hips lift up. Maybe the head drops back if this feels comfortable in the neck. Keep pressing the hips up, one more breath. And exhale, bring the head up, lower the hips down. Soles of the feet are going to come together. Hands find the ankles or shins, sitting up nice and tall. Can you soften through the thighs, through the knees, through the lower legs, lengthening through the neck and through the crown. And one more breath in here. And exhaling, straightening the legs out. We're going to come on all the way down to the back. So let that left leg get long and bring the right knee into the chest. So right knee's in the chest. Arms reaching out on both sides of the legs. We're going to squeeze the belly and come up. So as you squeeze and activate the core, left heel lifts up off the ground, and we're just here for a few breaths. One final breath. And exhale, bring the shoulders, head, left foot down. Find a clasp either behind the thigh, over the knee, or shin. Maybe the eyes closed, completely relaxing the shoulders, the chest, the hips, and the thighs. If you want a little movement in that right ankle, maybe rotate the toes. And then a big breath in here. Now as you exhale, bring this right thigh over and to your left side. So maybe use a block to prop up underneath the knee. Sometimes that feels good if you don't have a block. Maybe a pillow. So left arm's over that right knee, right arm out to your side, rotating the gaze to the right, softening the right shoulder as much as you can, softening through the side body, just feeling this twist here, relaxing through the lower back and the hips. One big breath in here. Exhale, bring everything back. Let the right leg extend. Left knee into the chest. Squeezing the core, coming up, lifting the shoulders off the ground. Arms reach towards the toes, and then float that right leg. Just squeezing the belly. Arms reach long. Couple of breaths right here. And exhaling wherever you're at, shoulders down, head comes down, grabbing this left leg either behind the thigh or over the shin, softening through the hips, the thighs, and shoulders. Maybe you bring some movement into that left ankle and rotate the toes. One more breath in here. Now, as you exhale, rotating this left leg over to your right side. Maybe you bring the knee over a block again. Left arm out to your side. Gaze towards the left. Softening through the shoulders, the hips, the lower back. Now, final breath in here. Now, as you exhale, bring that left leg back. Actually, bring both of the knees into the chest, hugging the knees in, either finding just a bit of stillness here, or you sway side to side, massaging the lower back, the hips, even upper glutes. And when you're ready, one at a time, taking the legs out in our final Shavasana pose, letting the ankles relax, the feet fall open, arms out to the sides, palms facing up. You can always change this up. You can be on your back, you can be on your side, you can be on your belly or seated up. Maybe you grab an article of clothing or a blanket to cover yourself up. Just give yourself these last few moments of relaxation, of letting go, of complete surrender. And settling in, allowing the eyes to close if they haven't already. Just beginning to feel the sensation of that inhalation, the breath coming in, and exhaling, softening and letting go. Beginning to soften throughout the body, starting at the top of the head, relaxing through the crown, the forehead, the space between the eyebrows, relaxing the temples, cheeks, softening the mouth, relaxing the jaw. Staying with the breath and relaxing the neck, the throat, the sides of the neck and back of the neck. And relaxing through the shoulders, allowing them to soften even more. Relaxing the arms, the wrists, palms, and fingertips. And softening through the chest, relaxing all the muscles within the chest. Just feeling this ease of breath coming in and flowing out. And softening the belly, sides of the body, relaxing the back, just feeling yourself melt even more into the earth. Relaxing the hips, the left side, the right side, softening all the muscles within the hips. And relaxing through the thighs, the hamstrings, the outer thighs, quads, inner thighs. Just softening in this moment. Letting the knees feel heavy, relaxing through the lower legs, the ankles, the heels and soles of the feet, arches of the feet. And just bringing this relaxation down and out through your toes of the feet. Just allowing yourself to stay in this stillness and this relaxation for just a moment. If you are good here and you are happy here and you would like to stay, then stay in your Shavasana. If you would like to come out and begin your day, start moving the fingertips, wiggling the toes, maybe gently moving the head side to side, waking up the neck, reaching the arms up above the head for a nice long body stretch, like you are just waking up, literally. And bringing those knees into the chest, rolling onto one side and taking your time coming up to a seated position. I invite you to bring your hands to heart center and bowing your head in gratitude for yourself for creating this time in your day to show up, to do this work, to be present, to connect. I'm so grateful to be able to connect in this way with this community. Thank you for being here today. The light in me sees and honors the light within you. Cheers, everyone. Cheers and namaste. All right, everyone. I wanted to show off my cool mason jar with the yoga beer sticker. So next class is on Monday, and that will be at 6 o'clock. And then also, if you don't already know, Yoga Beer merch is on sale. I believe it's 20% off just for March. It could even be 25% off. So I can't remember. 5-cent difference. Anyways, it's these super cute hoodies. It kind of looks like this one, except it's yellow. And sadly, they're sold out of small. But I just wanted to let you know in case you want to get a cute yellow Yoga Beer hoodie. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for being here. I know you're at the beach right now. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and we will see you on Monday. Cheers.